because I feel like I understood things a lot better now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I feel
Okay.
like scenes would come up before, and I definitely didn't look at it like that. I see myself like just trying to be good, be calm.
Well, welcome to another full RTT session on my channel. And today, my guest is Sally. Hello, Sally.
Hello.
Can you just, with a few words, say what your topic is, what we're going to work today on?
Yeah, so the topic I'd like to work on is codependency.
hmm In
And just
relationships or just in general?
I think in everything, I think every aspect in life, uh, particularly definitely relationships.
hmm What I find particularly interesting was that you said earlier, before we started recording, that you kind of like unconsciously to push it away.
Mhm.
What do you think? What is that actually? What do you
As survival, as a
think?
society and culture, and just how I was raised and grew up, and how I saw relationships. Like I feel like we survive by depending on each other,
hmm
and like co codependency really comes from that. Like really like giving and taking and all of that, and instead of like giving and receiving and it being a very symbiotic relationship. I feel like
hmm
just kind of drain ourselves and drain each other in a lot of ways. But I have found that I have grown a lot since then, and I've become so independent. And I feel like as I've come into more relationships, significant ones, like I can see the codependency coming back, and
hmm
it definitely scares me because I don't want to be dependent on anyone, and I don't really, at least an adult, and I don't want another adult to be dependent on me. Like I really want to thrive independent and be, I guess that word, like interdependent.
hmm
The codependency, I feel like it almost feels like I'm not strong enough to do this, or whoever else is not strong enough to do this. We're not, like these beliefs of like, no, we're not ready for this, or we're not made for that, and
Right.
where I feel like um, I don't know. I feel like those limiting beliefs come in, and I feel like I'm not ready.
And you feel you're not ready for being not independent in a relationship,
Yeah,
or
like I feel like I'm gonna fall back into codependency because that's what I
Mhm.
know, and that's what
Is
I've
familiar,
yeah, and that's what's
right?
familiar, and um that's what feels normal.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
It
That's
almost it almost feels like that's what love is, but I know that it's not.
mm, just giving and giving in,
Yeah,
right?
right. Yeah.
Uh huh. Yeah. Like the other person is more important than I am,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
I'll be selfish if I ask for my needs. Mhm.
Yeah, that is a very big question and very like um a, a big aha moment maybe when we realize that self-love is not selfishness. Is not the
Mhm.
same as selfishness. So there's this really like also a question everybody needs to answer for themselves. If I ask for something for me,
Mhm.
does it hurt the other person?
Mhm.
And I think if it does, then it might be kind of selfish. But if it doesn't,
Yeah. Yeah, and the same token,
Mhm.
if someone else needs some, like, space or time, it's not a rejection of me. It's because they need space and time, and they
Exactly. And
need
they
to
are
grow.
not selfish in that moment and they are not rejecting you. It's just something they do for them because they need their space. Also, what is interesting that you said you were trying kind of to postpone unconsciously our session.
Yeah.
And I think that's our unconscious mind kind of trying to hold on to its beliefs and to what's
Right.
familiar
Yeah.
and to its old programs because it has learned that it's kind of safe. This
Mhm.
kind of behavior is safe. And probably it was safe sometime in the past, but it's just different now. We need to change that, because I think that there's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of inner resistance. I know that you want to change, but does your subconscious mind want to change, right? And probably doesn't. So that's really, really interesting. So exciting as well. All right, Sally. Then please make yourself comfortable and look up as high as you can, as if you're looking into your own eyebrows, and keep your eyes up. And it's okay if it's a little bit strenuous. Breathe in, breathe out. Take another deep breath. Breathe out. Each time you blink, that is hypnosis coming upon you. And just one final time, breathe in. Keep your eyeballs up. And then as you exhale, just close your eyelids right down, all the way down. As your eyelids shut down, the muscles and nerves in and around your eyes are becoming heavy, truly drowsy. Your eyelids feel as if they've been glued shut, sealed shut, locked tight. You'll find the harder you try to open your eyes, the more they'll feel glued shut, sealed shut, locked together. And now just forget all about your eyes and allow floating, drifting feeling to develop in your body. And now just drop your chin a fraction so that you can feel that same looking down sensation that you get then when you look over a balcony or down 10 steps. I'm going to count down, and you will see your feet, hear your feet, and feel your feet treading each step as you go deeper. Right now, Sally, you're following my voice, and you're moving on to step 10. As each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. Taking step 9, and you can see your feet treading each step as you go deeper. You're taking step 8, and you can hear your feet making contact with every step as you go deeper. You're taking step 7, you can feel your feet treading each step as you go deeper. You're taking step 6, and every sound and noise and movement around you are carrying you further, deeper, way, way deeper into hypnosis. You're taking step 5, you're halfway down. Go deeper. My voice goes with you, and you're taking step 4. You're relaxing. You feel how your body becomes heavy, heavier, even heavier. You're taking step 3. You feel like your body is starting to float. Your whole body is floating. It's heavy and light at the same time. You're taking step 2, going deeper into your own internal state. You're taking step 1. Now you don't care about your body anymore. You're just really incredibly relaxed. Every time I click my fingers and say the words go deeper, you're just going deeper and deeper into your own internal state. So just go deeper, drift deeper, sink deeper, go deeper, and go deeper. So now I want you to put your arms in front of you with your palms facing each other. Just imagine that you're holding 2 powerful magnets in your palms. And at the moment I say now, they will start to pull towards each other. And when your fingers touch, your hands and arms will fall into your lap, and you will go even deeper, 20 times deeper than now. So right now, your hands are pulling together, moving together, because these powerful magnets are pulling, moving together even more, even stronger. And now just go deeper. That's good. Relax. Okay, Sally. I really believe that you can't fix what you don't understand, and today we're going to understand what happened to you when you were little. Something must have happened, because codependency is not something we are born with. A baby, of course, is dependent from their parents, but that is just survival. We don't need that when we grow up. When a child or a baby is dependent from their mother, it means they're asking for food, they're asking for contact, but they are asking. They are not trying to please. They're not doing people pleasing. They're not trying to read other people's opinion. They're not dependent on that sense. They're not dependent on the opinion of the other person. They are only dependent on them as providing food, providing warmth, providing love for survival. But at some point, we're not dependent on other people anymore. So let's see what happened in your childhood that you couldn't let go of that natural dependency. I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, and you're going to drift back to a vivid scene, which has all to do with the reason of codependency problem today. So on the count of 5, Sally, you're drifting back to a vivid, vital, crucial scene that has all to do with why you experience codependency in your partnerships today. On the count of 4, you're drifting way back, all the way back to an absolutely significant scene. On the count of 3 and 2, you're becoming smaller, younger, lighter, shorter, as you drift back, right back to a scene, place, event, and time that is all to do with why you experience codependency today. And on the count of 1, you're going back, and easily years, months, weeks, days are peeling away as you go back to a significant scene. Just be there. Now a scene is popping into your mind easily, effortlessly, automatically. In that scene, Sally, how old are you?
The scene 7.
Are you about 7 years old? Are you alone or with somebody?
He's in the background, just like observing.
Can you speak up a little bit?
I feel like I'm in the background observing, like I'm with my mom and my dad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so mom and dad are there. What is happening?
So my dad was like coming in and he's happy and gives my mom a check and wants to kiss my mom. And he just like, pushes him away.
Could you repeat that, the last sentence?
Yeah, my mom pushes my dad away. And she just seems, I just see like a bunch of papers and a pile on the counter, and she just looks so frustrated. And she goes and takes a bunch of pain medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And I just see, I just see them so, like my dad's trying so hard to make her happy, but she just won't. Just,
Your dad is trying hard to make her happy, and what is she doing?
she's just not.
She's stressed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess she's stressed and she's mad, and
Mm-hmm.
I just feel this. I feel like I want to help and like I
Yes.
want to
Mm-hmm.
make them happy.
So this is
So
most important. What do you feel? You feel you want to help. How does that feel?
I guess I never really seen it that way, but I help my mom. I clean up the whole house. I do everything like that I feel like she's stressed out about to help her, and she's still angry. She still doesn't see me like I'm just like a fly on the wall.
Mm.
And then my dad, I go and I put on his socks and help him with his tie, and he's just we give him gifts, and yeah, he like receives it with appreciation. And I guess I didn't call that. And with my mom, I give her gifts, and she doesn't want them.
Mm. So very, very important here. So when you are giving your mom gifts or helping her cleaning the house and you feel like she doesn't really see you, she doesn't receive your gifts with appreciation, how does that make you feel?
Super rejected.
Agitated, is that?
Rejected.
Rejected, yeah. You feel rejected. Mm-hmm. And feeling rejected by your mom, how does that make you feel?
Like I'm helpless. Like there's nothing I can do to help.
Helpless. Mm-hmm. There's nothing I can do. So you seeing your mom like this, stressed, mad, and feeling, and trying to help her, and feeling she's not accepting or your help and doesn't even notice you, right? You're like flying on the wall and feeling helpless. How else do you feel?
Sad.
Mm-hmm. Sad. You're feeling sad because?
I feel sad because mom can't be happy.
Because mom, sorry?
I feel like my mom is like be happy with us.
Mom is not happy.
Yeah, but she's also happy with others.
Mom is not happy with others, isn't it?
No, she's not happy with us, like my dad and I.
Ah.
But I see her outside of the house and she's happy when she's like with other people. But that's really confusing.
Confusing, of course. So here with you, she is mad, not happy, but outside she seems to be happy. Is that right?
Yeah.
That is really confusing. In the moment or in these situations when you experience your mom so different, being so different towards you and your dad and towards other people, what did your beautiful mind decide about you and the world?
Here, like trust, like I can't trust. I feel like I can't trust like myself or trust my mom. I also feel like I can't trust my dad. Like he's happy, but he's not really happy. Like he's just putting on a smile for everyone.
So he is just putting on a smile because
he doesn't want to hurt anyone.
So he is trying not to hurt anyone, especially your mom, right? Because she is the one who is now here, who's mad and not happy with him. So he's trying to look happy for her. What did you decide for you, looking at him?
I guess that I'd rather be like my dad. Look happy for everyone else that I don't.
So you decided that you'd rather be like your dad instead of being like your mom? What did you think? Right. Okay. Well, that is very natural. It seems very natural to me because you had those two people, the closest people to you, people you love, people who raise you. So they are the model for you, right? So basically you're kind of in between and you kind of have to choose between them. They're so different. They behave differently. In the end, what we see is both are not happy, but she is showing it and he isn't. What else is important about that scene?
I guess my dad, he just like stopped in that scene and looked at me and was like, I'm happy. I could be happier.
Couldn't be happier.
Like a lot happier. I know there's another because when I'm an adult, he did tell me, I wish I told your mom what I wanted.
Okay.
Like I always asked what she wanted, and I wish I told her what I wanted. And I feel like my mom had to take on like a lot of masculine roles.
Right.
She's angry.
So basically, he saw that he was not telling your mom what he actually wanted, and he regrets that. He told you that. What did you think in that moment? What did you feel?
As an adult, when he told me that, I thought that would have been great if it's wasn't pretty stubborn. But at the same time, now looking back, it seems like I think that's what she needed. What she needed.
What is it that she needed?
She needed him to.
Say that again?
She needed him to say, like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, that's taking more of a dominant because she was the dominant. And
if he did that, if he did tell her what he needed, what do you think would she do? How would she react?
There's a scene coming up now. My dad telling me about it. Yeah.
Let's look into that scene.
He did tell her once what he wanted, and she like basically laughed and threw it back in his face. He almost got divorced over it, but then he decided to stay, and he was going to.
Did I catch that right? He spoke about divorce.
He said he was going to leave. He didn't say divorce. He said I was going to leave, but I decided to change and stay and do whatever she wanted.
So he kind of mentioned that he wanted to leave, but she laughed about that intention.
No, he asked her to do something simple. And she laughed and said, I'm not doing that. He left, and he said he was contemplating leaving, but he decided to just change and let her take over. He didn't ask for his needs after that.
So even asking for something simple didn't help, right? He did try, but it didn't help. Were you there when that happened, or was it just talk? Did he tell you?
No, it was,
How old were you when you heard about that?
it was kind of a funny story growing up, a repetitive story. Now it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
First time I heard it, young, like 10.
Okay. So now let's just take a deep breath in and just let go of both of the scenes. Just let go of the scene. Relax. I'm going to go and I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And you're going to drift back to another vivid, vital, crucial scene that is all to do with why you encounter the problem of codependency today. On the count of 4, you're drifting back and all the way back to an absolutely significant scene. On the count of 3 and 2, you're becoming smaller, younger, lighter, shorter as you drift back to a scene, event, place, and time that is all to do with the reason for codependency today. On the count of 1, you're going back and easily years, months, weeks, days are peeling away as you go back to another significant scene. Just be there. In that scene, are you alone or with somebody?
It's not like one scene. It's just like a bunch of like faces or jobs or.
Okay, so just imagine that those faces, those jobs, those different scenes and situations are like bubbles floating, flying, and you're like juggling between them, and you're just picking one which is kind of flowing to you, flying to you, towards you, which is important and significant. Just pick it. What is it? Who is there?
My job. It's and I love it. I love my job.
What's going on?
Yeah, I just see it's like it's so silly, but it's like I depend on it for a paycheck. I know I have to. I'm the most myself when I work. But I feel like part of me is like hindered, I guess. But I feel like I rely on it so much that it hinders me from doing other things I love because I'm afraid.
You're afraid of?
Afraid of not having my job.
How does it make you feel, feeling afraid of not having a job?
I feel like misunderstood, like like I give so much to it, and I feel like I love it, and I love everyone I work with, but I feel like the expectations really demanding, and like everyone around me, like we just keep giving ourselves and draining ourselves. We would drain ourselves to death, literally. And I just feel like I need to plug myself out of it to find my like free. It's like it's almost like my husband, like, but I feel like I have to like have my creative self. Like, I feel like I have to step out of it to make it better.
Say that last sentence again.
I feel like I have to almost like step away from it
Mm-hmm.
to like create something
Mm.
to make it better for everyone. I'm afraid to, because I'm afraid of like being rejected.
There it is again.
Yeah.
Afraid of being rejected.
So I like to, yeah, so I feel like I attach on to whatever feels safe.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's really good that you've been shown this scene now, or this situation. It's a present situation, right?
Yeah, and then whatever feels safe, that's like all the people around me that I like have codependent relationships with, or have had them with, like attached to them. And it makes it, it's like a false safety.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real.
Okay, so you're trying to be where it's safe, but it feels like false safety. And that all in all, you're afraid of being rejected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just take a deep breath in and breathe out. And I'm going to count backwards from 5 down to 1. And you're going to go back to a significant scene that is all to do with the reason, with the root cause of why, where you acquired the fear of being rejected. So on the count of 5, Sally, you're drifting back to a vital, crucial scene that is all to do with why you feel afraid of being rejected. On the count of 4, you're drifting way back, all the way back to an absolutely significant scene. On the count of 3 and 2, you're becoming smaller, younger, lighter, shorter as you drift back, right back to a scene, place, event, and time that is all to do with why you have a fear of being rejected. On the count of 1, you're going back, and years and peeling away, you're going back to a significant scene. Just be there. That scene where you're afraid of being rejected. How old are you about?
It sounds a bit odd, but I see like two scenes from this life, and then I see from different lives. But it's all the same scene.
Okay.
It's like me in the bed, and I'm really sad because I don't know how to fix things, and I've been rejected, or I've been rejected by my partner. And I'm just feeling sad and bad, and my daughter is there, and every time it's so beautiful and so perfect and so sweet, and just trying to make me feel better.
Just like you did.
Yeah. And I definitely receive her and love her and I'm grateful for her. But I feel like guilty. Like I don't want this. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel sad. I don't feel like it's taking away from my life. Like I don't want to feel like it's like and I don't want to give the sadness to my daughter. Like I want want things to change.
You want things to change.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And, I see. The other day, I had an idea to have. We have creative time now, so they started sketching, drawing, and then I'll write. So anytime those feelings come up, I know that helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're not. It's not like sadness, compounding sadness, or coming to feel better. It's like we have our own space and we make our own creative space, and then we take and come back together.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah, I just see it's like help ourselves.
This scene again is from your adulthood, isn't it? So, or several scenes from your adulthood. So this is where you feel rejected now, where you feel misunderstood now, basically, in your job, for example, or you feel rejected by your partner. So that is also the present time. So I just want you to imagine that you can.
So I feel part of it is it's not necessarily that rejected that part. It's like rejecting myself.
Rejecting yourself. And when was the first time that you've rejected yourself? Just imagine you have a time machine, you can travel backwards in time. And you look through your whole life, you can see your whole life. You're becoming smaller, smaller, smaller. You see yourself being a little child with your parents.
I see myself being rejected, but I didn't reject myself. Like I just would find something that I loved. Like I remember in my crib, I was rejected because no one came and got me and I was crying.
But you were rejected by whom, sorry?
I was in my crib and nobody came and got me. So I climbed out of my crib and went and found my dog. There's many times where I didn't soothe myself or find something to help me. Like when my mom would leave me in the car and I would cry. I guess I just had like really negative thoughts.
Negative thoughts like what?
But that she would never come back.
Say that again?
That she wouldn't come back.
She wouldn't come back. How did that make you feel?
Abandoned.
Abandoned. How old were you about?
It happened throughout. I was probably I probably started from 5. Probably to 9.
And why would you think mom might not come back?
Because she didn't want to.
Say that again?
I didn't think she wanted to.
You didn't think she wanted to. Why? What made you think she might not want to come back?
She wasn't happy. It was just.
So you as a little 5-year-old thought your mom wouldn't want to come back to you because she wasn't happy. And she wasn't happy about what?
Her life.
How did that make you feel? Seeing your mom not happy about life?
Sad.
Of course. Sad. How else did it make you feel? Mom is not happy about her life. She might not come back. She might not want to come back to you.
Yeah, I was rejected.
Mm-hmm. What is that feeling of being rejected? Say again?
Yeah. So the heaviness.
Heaviness. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if mom is not happy, she might not want to come back. What does it mean about you?
I see myself like just trying to be good, be calm, like try not to mess up too much, try not to ask for too much, try not to be
Here we go.
I feel like I can't fully express myself or shoot.
Just like your dad couldn't. Yeah. So now imagine that you, the adult you, is now sitting next to that young 5-year-old girl.
Calling the police because it's not legal to do that.
Right. Yeah, because she couldn't, right? She was too young. And whose job is it actually to be there as a parent, and to be stable and to be strong? Is it the girl's job, or is it the mom's job? It's your mom's job. So she didn't do her job well. And that made that little girl try to be good, be calm, to do something, anything to please her mom, so that she is not so unhappy about her life. And in the other scene, you told me you were trying to give her gifts, you were trying to clean the house and help her somehow. So now be there for that little girl as an adult. What would you like to tell her in those situations? In the situation where she was afraid her mom might not come back, and in the situation where she was mad about her everything, but wouldn't even listen to your dad or her dad, trying to please her. What would you tell your little self, the 5-year-old, the 7-year-old self, as an adult now?
Loved, you're safe, protected. When your mom comes back, I feel scared because you're a child and
can you speak up a little bit?
yeah, and I would tell her to tell her mom not to leave her again. That she needs to be cared for. And after that, tell her to love herself, like start singing, start drawing, start writing, start instead of trying to give her gifts and make her happy, make herself happy. There's no way
Yeah. You can make yourself happy. You can make yourself happy because
because I'm great.
yes.
Because I have so many things I love to do and love to explore, and I love to imagine, and love to love my children and pets and loved ones. Yeah, being happy is easy.
Being happy is easy.
Yeah.
That's the one. Your mom couldn't be happy. She didn't know how, right? It wasn't easy for her.
No.
But it is easy, actually.
Yeah, it's as easy as my dad always says, it's as simple as a dimple. It's pretty simple.
As simple as a dimple.
And I'm proud of my dad for, speaking up. And I do see him putting boundaries.
You do see what, sorry?
I do see him putting up more boundaries, which I'm grateful for. And I also putting up more boundaries. And believe it or not,
So now if you could imagine to talk to your mom, just ask her, why wasn't it easy for her to be happy?
She had a really hard life with her parents. She kept trying to take care of everyone else, and she didn't know how to take care of herself. She didn't know. She didn't know how to be happy, fully happy.
She didn't learn that. So she tried to take care of other people. That didn't help.
Yeah, she would try to take care of her family, like her sisters and brothers and parents.
So she didn't learn to be happy, and she couldn't teach you to be happy.
No.
If you'd ask her, why did she behave the way she did, what would she answer?
That's really sad. She would say, get over it and laugh. Yeah, I don't think she's not alive today, but she was. She wouldn't learn. She wouldn't try to learn, so I feel like her.
Say that again? She wouldn't learn.
She would learn in this life, and I would have needed to learn how to put up some emotional boundaries.
And if you'd ask her, why were you mad all the time? What did she say?
Life is hard.
Life is hard. Tell her, Mom, Dad, and I were trying so hard to do our best to make her happy. Why didn't you see that?
Why didn't you see that? She couldn't see. She didn't have an open heart to see.
Yeah. So tell her, Mom, so it is about you not having an open heart. It's nothing about me, nothing to do with me. So I don't have to try to be good. I don't have to try to be calm. I don't have to try not ask for too much. I actually can fully express myself.
I can
because I am lovable. I'm deserving of love. And I deserve to be listened to. What else would you like to tell her? What did you understand?
I break my attachment to her. I do appreciate all the things that she's done, and she does do a lot of good for others, and she did encourage me in school, and she did encourage me at a time later from me. She did teach me that. I know she couldn't love herself. Therefore, she taught me like the greatest gift to love yourself, and then you can love your children. So she did teach me, and I wish her a lot of peace and a lot of love, and I hope that when she does come back, she has loving parents to control that. I know that she doesn't have loving parents, and I can't imagine not having my dad. So at least I have one parent who's happy and had and learning how to set up those boundaries. Like he's come along and going quite a bit, and that makes me grateful. It makes me grateful.
And now,
and now I see myself with pieces of my mom when I'm sad or having doubts.
And now also you have yourself as the second parent.
Oh, yes.
Because you are becoming your loving parent. You are already your loving parent, the one which was missing. Yeah. The one whose responsibility it was in the first place in your childhood as your mom's responsibility, but you are playing that role now. What can you say to your young, beautiful self so that she feels and sees and accepts yourself as her new loving parent?
You are loved and you are expressive and creative. And keep being you, keep doing you, keep going. And it's okay to rest. Like, maybe not when you're sad, journal or be creative, but like rest and meditation teaches your children self-love and self-care. And they keep teaching. And keep learning.
So when you look at yourself back then, when you learn from your mom or from your experience with your mom that you need to be calm, that you have to make presents, when you have to try to help her with things, when you look at yourself back then and you look at yourself now with the issue of codependency and the fear of rejection. So basically, what is actually the connection between back then and now? What is the reason of codependency today and fear of rejection in your relationships everywhere, in your job, with your partner? What is the link?
Yeah, when I try to help others, it backfires. Unless I'm at work.
Mhm.
When I'm at work, that's the time to help others. And then when I'm at home, that's the time to like let my family help.
Mhm.
And my pets and my plants and my partner. To really devote time and energy to loving and like time for helping others is like work time. Like separate the two. Um, and my family, it's not helping them, it's loving them. And same thing with work, like we do it with love. So but that's the time to like really step outside of that box, but also to like make sure that helping them.
So you learn that trying to please others backfires, right?
Yeah,
You see that that's your experience. And what is the connection? Why did you acquire um, this behavior?
um, I see. I tried. If I see someone I love upset,
Mm-hmm.
my daughter, she'll try to make a card or do something sweet or be there, which I think is helpful, but it's not. I think it's more helpful to give that person space and create space for them,
Mm-hmm.
or give them the tools if they don't know how. Like journaling, creativity, like it's their process.
Yes. Okay.
And if they need help, then they can ask.
Mm-hmm.
But just let them have that.
And also, so now you're trying to see what is best for somebody today if they feel upset, let's say, and you think, okay, what is it that you do? You're trying to be nice and it's not helping. What is better? It's maybe better to give them space, right? So you're looking at your life now and thinking what is best, what doesn't work, what would. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I would try to jump in and help, and that's not helpful.
Right. And what is the reason why you're now trying to jump in and help?
Because I want to make them happy and fix whatever
And you want to
issue.
make them happy and fix whatever issue they have, because when you were 5, when you were 7, you were doing that for whom? For your mom, and you learned that from your dad, right? Because that's his model of behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, you're not 7. You're not that little girl. You are an adult. And when you see someone else sad, unhappy, struggling, you don't need to be quiet. You don't need to be nice. Because they're not your mom. How can you be instead?
Oh my gosh, I just saw like trusting them and trusting that they are strong and independent, and telling them that, like, okay, well, you're strong, you can get through this. If if you need me, tell me and ask me if you need help. I'm here to help. Otherwise, here's a journal, here's a sketchbook.
Right. So you could ask them if there's anything you can do before you do something, anything, right?
Yeah, like it's not my job to fix it.
Yes.
Their process and their
because you're not. Sorry. Keep going.
Oh, as far as my children, like giving them the tools that they need though to process. Like here's a sketchbook, here's a journal. If you need more resources or need more help, or need me there, I'm here to help you. I really want you to help be strong and figure this out on your own. And same with me. Like I need to um, I want to
Mhm.
process for myself to be strong and independent, so that we come together, which is stronger than happy.
Mm. So what's the important point is that whenever you feel like you have to fix things for others or make them happy, your mind is jumping back into that program of being that little girl, helpless little girl who's trying to save her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a very weak position, a very weak starting point. There is no way you were able to save your mom, but your mind is traveling in time. And it feels every time like that. Every time in your job with your daughter, although she is small and you're an adult, but it doesn't matter. Your mind doesn't know the difference. In your mind, you are again that little helpless child, little girl who's trying to save the other person, who's trying to make them happy, because otherwise you feel rejected and helpless and hopeless and confused also. And that is not a strong position. So you need to become strong in the first place. And in order for you to do that, you really need to understand where this is coming from, where this behavior is coming from. And now you've seen those scenes. Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, at the same time, I also see myself like loving to give people gifts and appreciate them and give gratitude. And that's not definitely not wrong, as long as it comes from a place of love and
Mm-hmm.
not attachment or
Mm-hmm.
fixing or trying to feel like I'm needing anything. So I mean, it's like doing something.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If they need anything, they ask, or you can offer your help, your support, your gifts, anything. You can ask. You don't deserve love and appreciation by helping others or giving them gifts and by trying to save them. You just do deserve love and appreciation because you do. There's nothing you can or cannot do about that or for that. So very, very important point is to just see yourself in the moment you feel you have to do something to help them. Just see that little girl in you. It's her. She is now taking hand and taking control over you, over your behavior, and is actually not trying to help that person. She's actually trying to save your mom, make her happy. That is the link. That is the connection we just made. Very important. And you are not that little girl, and you are not your dad, who was also trying to put on a happy mask for your mom. And that wasn't helping. It wasn't helping. She just laughed. Whenever he tried to ask for something little, she laughed. Whenever he was trying to put on a happy mask, she also didn't accept that, did she? Okay, so just now, imagine that you can let it all go, just let it go. You just imagine that you kind of, like it's like a layer on yourself. You just can take it off. Take off that layer and let it go, let it disappear. It just disappears. It's just in the past. It is a part of your life, but it stays now in the past. It's something that makes you you. It is part of your life. It's part of your experience, part of your path, but it's in the past now. We're always moving forward, and you are moving forward now. You're letting it in the past, letting it go. It's good that you made that experience, but now you're stronger because of it. Just let it in the past. And now just feel in yourself, feel into yourself, and see if you can find that part of you inside of you somewhere, which came up with codependency. That part of you is probably now smaller than before we just started the session. But can you find it? Is it still there?
Yeah, I feel like it's in my heart and the stomach and
Okay.
like blocked.
Good, good. Just look at it, okay? Just feel into it, listen to it. How does it look? It's in your heart. How does it look? What is the size, the weight of it, the texture?
It's like a metal bar.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like a huge block.
Mm-hmm. So in,
It feels heavy.
say that again, sorry.
Yeah, it feels heavy and like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like it's definitely
Right. So when you know it's not the first time that we're doing this and that you are doing this, you know that that part came into your life because it wanted something positive for you. It had only good intentions for you. It's a part that you created for yourself, and that part served something positive for you. It was there because it had some role, some part, purpose, some intention for you. And let's just talk with that part. Let's ask it. What is it that it wanted for you? So just repeat after me. I'm the part of Sally that came up with codependency.
I'm the part of Sally that can codependency.
And my role in Sally's life is to?
My role in Sally's life is to protect her.
Protect her. And I need to do this because?
And I need to do this because she'll be like judged or rejected.
And I'm the part of Sally that came up with rejection.
And I'm the part of Sally that came up with rejection.
And my function in Sally's life is to?
And my function in Sally's life is to shield her. Or like redirect, I guess.
Say that again.
Redirect.
Redirect. Redirect. Can you be more specific? What do you mean by that?
When she's rejected, to redirect herself into herself.
And I'm doing that by?
And I'm doing that by always like by causing sad feelings to lose energy and then go in bed and then rest and then try to live with it.
Okay, thank you. Now again, I'm the part of Sally that came up with codependency.
The part of Sally that came up with codependency.
And my purpose in Sally's life is to?
And my purpose in Sally's life is to like keep her attached.
Keep her attached. And I need to keep her attached because?
You need to keep her attached because I don't want her to get lost.
Oh. She can get lost. Okay. I'm the part of Sally that came up with codependency.
Part of Sally that came up with codependency.
And my only intention in Sally's life now is to.
My only intention in Sally's life now is to. And just see, like, yeah, like keep attached or keep forward.
And I need to do that because?
And I need to do that because that's what's normal.
That's what's normal. Being attached is normal. Who says that?
Everyone in the world.
So you're trying to do something positive for Sally. You're trying to protect her. You're trying to keep her attached so that she doesn't get lost, because that is normal and everybody says that. What do you think would happen if Sally gets lost? Where would she go? And what would happen?
I see like two versions. Like one is being really sad and that understanding, versus understanding and solitude or expressing, afraid, strong, independent.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the negative one first. So let's see. Let's imagine Sally gets lost. She goes away from people and she feels sad about that. And earlier you told me you are making her sad. The codependency is making her sad too, right?
Yeah, but there's a difference between like a little sadness and like completely disconnected sadness.
Okay, a connected sadness, a completely disconnected sadness. Say again?
Yeah, like a little sadness versus disconnected deep sadness.
Okay, so let's see. And you said that you actually want to protect her. You want to keep her attached, so she is what? If she is really attached, the way you want her to be.
So she's attached to her job, her community, her children, her dad, like everyone.
So do you think then she is just a little bit sad, but overall happy?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just ask Sally. Sally, what do you think? Do you feel happy when you are attached?
No.
No?
No.
And do you feel just a little bit sad or more than a little bit?
Sad and anxious. Like I want to get.
Okay, let's go back. So sorry.
I want to get going. Like I want not leave, but like let's move on with life.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to that part. So, part of Sally. Look, we have asked Sally how she feels. She just told us She doesn't feel happy being attached. She actually wants to go out. Can you imagine that other road is actually possible for Sally, the one where she's happy and independent and not sad at all, and she tries to be detached? You offered that way too, right? That was your option too.
Yeah, and the answer is like, as long as I figure out how to stay connected and detached.
Okay.
So like connected with like love, and rights, but connected with attachment.
How can she feel connected?
With everything I love without fear, doubt, with full trust.
What is the opposite of fear and doubt?
Yeah, trust and faith, like having full trust and faith.
Do you think, like, you do have a role in her life to protect her, like, right? Your role, your function, purpose, and intention is actually to save her, to protect her. Do you think you can change your actions a little bit, but preserving your role of protecting her? So I mean by that, do you think you can help her feel connected? Help her feel love and certainty and trust and faith, and go her way without codependencies?
See it like changing into a lot of different things, but like not finding a role for it.
Not finding what? Sorry?
Not finding a role for it.
A wall.
A role.
A role. Okay.
It's like changing into like a gold medal, like, or gold rod, and then like changing into like a bubble, changing into like a bunch of stuff, but it's like not fitting. Yeah, not fitting the role.
So the role was to protect. So it's not about, we're not asking you to leave, because also as I see it, Sally also doesn't want to be isolated. She doesn't want to be alone. She just doesn't want to be codependent. So your role still remains to keep her connected, but in a healthy manner. Do you think you can do that?
I don't see it, like I see it like coming out of like displacing itself and like, and then I just see the sun.
Okay.
So like it like goes into the sun.
It goes into the sun. Okay. Did it say anything before it did that? Was it saying anything now?
Just like stay light and bright.
Okay. Where is it now?
And I saw it like get thrown and like dissipate.
It already disappeared. Okay. Good. How does it feel?
It's like really bright and like light. Like it was like heavy.
Okay.
That heavy.
So you have this bright light.
Mm-hmm.
And that
I guess
light.
it turned like a light bulb. That's what it did. It like turned into a light bulb, or like came back, and then I can like hit the light bulb.
There is actually a
like
light over you, and it just shines over you. It's really beautiful. It's like a sun or something. So it's shining over you, and it is supporting you. It's helping you. It's helping you to connect and feel detached.
Understanding. I hear like understand connections, and that will dissolve in you. So understanding connections and bringing like light to it, like LIT.
Bringing light to connections.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful the way that part of you kind of decided to dissolve and fly away without us asking it. So, and for you, it's okay, right? That we didn't say goodbye and it just disappeared this way or deformed, changed.
Yeah, it's like
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then. Let's just move forward. Just take a deep breath. And breathe out. Feel this lightness through your whole body. Feel that wave of relaxation going through your whole body. From your head down, through your throat, through your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your belly, your legs, all over through your feet. You're now fully relaxed. And now, Sally, feeling relaxed, feeling certain of yourself, you just go a little bit deeper and you feel with your whole body that this session gave you understanding. This session gave you liberation. Liberation from your past. You understand every part of your past and of the scenes that came up in today's session. You understand and you let go of them. They make you stronger. The situations that you've been shown today, they make you the way you are, strong, loving, beautiful. Right now and forever, you are independent and connected. Your mind is so powerful. It's more powerful than any drug in the world. Your mind is influencing your body. It's influencing your whole life, and it is influencing your life and your body right now in the most beneficial way. You are relaxed, you are calm, you are certain of yourself, and you are happy. You are happy knowing that you don't need to do anything to make other people happy. Other people are happy. They can cope. You trust in them. You know that if somebody needs help, they will ask. You can always offer your help. You can offer support. You can offer tools. And they can say yes, and they can say no. And you trust them, you trust the process, you trust this life. This life is a safe place. This world is safe. And you are safe in this world. As you listen to my voice, you know that your beautiful mind is flexible and it changes in the most beneficial way. Right now, your mind changes. New connections are being formed. connections about connections to people, and you connect with people, you have healthy relationships, you have healthy interdependencies in your relationships. Your relationships surplus and overfill with love. With your partner, you stand strong apart and even stronger together. You know that. Your mind knows that, remembers that forever. You have a perfect partnership. You have a perfect partnership with yourself. You have a perfect partnership with your partner, with your children, and all interdependent connections. With other people you connect, you shine brighter with them, you form a new connection. And love. You love the other people and you love yourself by doing what you want, by doing what you love. And other people encourage you to do what you love, and you encourage them to do what they love. Your children are whole, you are whole, your partner is whole, and together you are something even bigger, a big whole connection. Your connections are whole. Together you are whole and pure as you build and collaborate a life together with them. You feel connected, you feel whole, you feel vibrant, you feel radiant. You feel because you are Sally creative, you are safe, you are secure, you're faithful, you are devoted. You adore your loving children, your loving partner, and loving connections, and they all adore you. You live harmoniously and peacefully with adventure and fun interlaced in between. You love one another fully and live full, purposeful and passionate lives. You feel your strong divine masculine as he falls space for you to be the creative divine feminine. You feel your souls merge in a perfectly balanced and harmonious partnership, designed and co-created by the two of you. You guide your children to love all they are and all they do as they grow and have independent, loving connections within themselves, their loved ones, and communities. You all feel so sustainably happy, healthy, vibrant, and free. As you listen to my voice, you go deeper and you let go of attachments. It comes easily, and making healthy decisions comes naturally. As you listen to my voice, you feel peaceful, you feel harmonious, you feel healthy. You are happy. You, Sally, are free. You are sustainable, you're steadfast. You're proud of your children and you praise yourself for how they are. You praise yourself for your work, for your writing, for your love. Praise makes you confident, and you deserve your own praise. You know that you can make yourself happy, and that is your job. You're doing that job really well. You're making yourself happy because you're great, because you can start singing, drawing, writing. You can do that, and that makes you happy. You love to imagine and to explore, and that is what you do. You know that being happy is easy. You just repeat that truth for you every day. Being happy is easy. It's as simple as a dimple, as your dad said. You are putting up your boundaries whenever that is required, and that guards your happiness. You are a loving parent for yourself, and whenever your inner child needs help and support, that inner parent comes in and supports and helps your inner child by putting up boundaries and by sustaining them. You can fully express yourself. You feel loved. You feel understood. It's okay to rest. It's okay to meditate, and that is what you do as often as it feels right for you. You usually are connected and detached. You do everything with love and certainty, with trust and faith. You understand connections and you bring light to them. You feel that light over your life, over your body, over your mind, that light that supports you every step in your life you go, with every connection, with every relationship towards other people, towards your job, towards people at your job, towards children, towards anybody in your life. And it feels good. Everything is good. You feel calm. You feel at ease. And now, feeling happy, feeling free, calm, and liberated. On the count of 1, you start coming back to realizing the room around you. On the count of 2 and 3, start moving your fingers and toes. On the count of 4, just take a deep breath in. And on the count of 5, whenever you feel like it, open your eyes and come back to here and now.
Hi. Thank
Hi,
you.
how
Thank
are
you so
you?
that was great light up there. Thank you so much. I feel amazing. That was great.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was
So,
great. That was very helpful. You asked wonderful questions. I love how you uh have that dialogue with the part.
okay.
It's very different and unique. So that was great. I love that.
Oh, thanks. Actually, I was kind of very just doing something intuitively, kind of experimenting as well. I think I'm kind of deviating a little bit from RTT
Uh-huh.
with the scenes. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
if you
these too. Yeah, for
if
sure.
you felt that.
'Cause I do feel like you gotta go with you gotta go with it too and whatever
Hmm.
comes up. So but yeah, you did a obviously a phenomenal job. So thank you.
Well, thank you. We will see with time, right? So please keep me posted.
I will.
And yeah, let me know how it goes. I mean, this is what you experience on the daily basis, right? The codependency thing. So you will feel that, right, at your job, with your children, with your daughter, with your partner.
Yeah,
So I'd be really interested to see how it develops, how you
definitely.
feel.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it and very much needed. And it was not as scary as I thought. So
Oh, okay. I didn't. I mean, like, why did you think it could be scary?
I don't know why. It was funny because well, some I mean, I've definitely had issues and scenes where like it was way more trauma would come up.
Right. Okay.
This wasn't traumatic. It was just more
Mm.
I don't know, like a holding on to something that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't serving me anymore. And it was like the easiest I feel like at least in the session to let go. Because I feel like I understood things a lot better now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I feel
Okay.
like scenes would come up before and I definitely didn't look at it like that, like from that perspective.
Oh, interesting.
So it was a really unique experience. So yeah, thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad
Yeah.
to hear. Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope this session was helpful to you. And if you want a free call, so just write me on teatimecoach.com or just book your free call on that website. So thank you so much, Sally, for opening up today.
Thank you
And
so
keep me posted.
I will. Well, you're amazing, so I really appreciate you. So thank you, thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you. All right. Have a great day or night.
Yeah.
Bye bye.